Right. This story's called I Hoped It Meant What I Hoped. I knew it was a stupid idea, trying to wake Mum up before lunch, even today. The phone was ringing downstairs, so I ran and took it off the base so it wouldn't ring all day. I grabbed my bag and shoes and left, still putting them on as I stepped outside. I went to the garage and opened the door. It's a mess. There's moving boxes still packed from years ago, an open toolbox, 2 broken lawnmowers, and loads of beach stuff in a box we'd meant to take to the car boot sale but had never made it to one. No one would want to buy the kind of stuff we don't want anyway. Anyway, just inside the garage I see a simple red bike with a note attached. Happy birthday, little brother. Love, Carly and Ben. I took it by its red frame and lifted it out of the garage. I closed the door on the mess and then climbed on the bike and started riding off to school. It feels good to ride a bike again. My last one got stolen outside the newsagents near school. People told me they saw lots of different people with it, so I'll never know who it really was. But it turned up 3 days later in my spot at school, all crushed and bent. The head said she would find out who did it, but she didn't. It was exciting to ride again, so I pedalled as hard as I could. The air stings my face in the morning, but I like it. The gears are a bit clunky as they change because I pushed through them hard going up the hill. I was speeding past all the cars, sitting in traffic. I smiled to the people I know, stuck, not going anywhere. So I get to school and I lock my bike in the same place. I pull into the same spot and wedge the tyre into the frame as if I had done it only yesterday. I was earlier than most people, so I took my time over locking the bike in. As I'm doing it, one of the other boys in my class came riding into the bike shed, slammed on the front brakes, throwing his back wheel into the air. His bike has these fancy disc brakes and only 1 gear because apparently that's what all the best bikes have. A few of the other boys have bikes like this. They read mountain biking magazines and talk about cranks and trails, even though there aren't any mountains around. This boy's called Duncan. He's alright compared to the others. He acknowledges me because we sat next to each other in science this one time and we accidentally melted a spoon and got detention for finding it funny. He got grounded for a week when he got home. When he told me that and asked how my dad reacted, I told him I got grounded too. I think he knew I was lying, but he didn't want to call me on it. So he stays in the shed, waiting for his friends, but we don't speak. When his friends arrive, they all look and laugh at my new bike. You're meant to get something better when your old shit breaks, one of them said, laughing to the others. I mumbled something clever to myself so he wouldn't hear and they'd leave me alone, but loud enough that I could still tell people I said it. How much that set you back then? Another one of them starts joking. He gets right up close to me and says, £5, £10, find it in a skip. My sister and her boyfriend bought it for me, I said proudly. Everyone knows my sister and Ben. They've both been to this school. Carly left a year ago and Ben a year before that. Carly was one of the popular girls. Her and her friend Imogen. All the boys in my year fancy them. Ben's a different story. He used to get bullied until year 10 when he knocked a kid out for calling his dad a drunk. Oh, cool, the mountain bike boy says, as if remembering the story about Ben, and then they all walked off together. Duncan smiled as he walked past and said, see you in science. After school I rode my bike to the cafe Carly works in. She's been working there for a year or so, it's just before she dropped out of college. She's worked there most days since. I lock my bike up outside and go and sit in my booth. On the table there's this little reserved sign that Carly always puts down in the afternoons so no one will sit in my seat. But today she's drawn a balloon on it. Beth comes over to the table with her little pen and pad in her hands. She's beautiful and I love her. She has short brown hair in this rough-looking style that she paid for and a gap in her middle teeth that she's never wanted to correct. The gap is always on show because she's always smiling and that's what I love about her. Carly knows I love Beth. She smiles every time I come in and Beth serves me. Her smile means something different now. Happy birthday, Simon, Beth says. Thanks, Beth. Had a good day? I say. Cool. Calm. Not especially. Broke a cup earlier, she says, with that gap-filled smile. Later she told me it was actually Dave, the new guy, but she took the blame because he's always breaking stuff and she didn't want him to lose his job. I love her even more when she tells me that story. Beth takes my order without writing it down, because I always have a cup of green tea and whatever pastry is on offer with it. She walks away and goes behind the counter to sort it out, and I watch her all the way. I chose my seat carefully so that she'd be in my eye line and I wouldn't have to turn around to watch and look like one of those men you see perving on young girls in bus stops and on high streets. When she comes back, she has a present on the tray next to my key. "Happy birthday," she says again, setting the tray down. I smiled and opened the present, making sure not to rip the wrapping. Peeling back the loosened tab of paper and sliding my hand down the length of the join, I imagined doing the same to Beth's skirt. Mid-daydream, the rest of the wrapping popped open to reveal a shiny black bike lock. "Carly mentioned she got you a bike and that your lock was all old and rusty, so it's just a little thing from me." Beth blushed. I swear she blushed. I hope she did, and I hoped it meant what I hoped. "Thanks, Beth, it's great," I say, holding it in my hands. Beth smiled at me, and I looked at the gap in her teeth, and it's all for me. I wondered if she's ever got things caught in it, or if she could fit a straw through it. I imagine her poking her tongue through the gap when she pretends to listen to some guy who's talking about some band or some movie that changed his life and that she doesn't give a crap about. I imagine it being nothing but gap when we're talking. I smile back at her as she goes over to welcome another customer. I drank my tea and ate my pastry, and then my sister brings over a slice of cake with a candle on it. I blew out the candle, but didn't make a wish. Shortly after, Ben came in and sat down with me. He had a stack of books with him, but he didn't open them, or even look at them. He just sat on the table next to him. "Happy birthday, man," he says. He used to call me Little Man. We sit and talk for a while about school and college, and then go outside so he can smoke. He offers me one, but I decline. He always offers, and I always decline. I show Ben the lock that Beth bought me, and he smiles. I could sense it was almost a pity smile. Sure, Beth is older, beautiful, and according to rumours, rather experienced, and I'm, well, not. But she did buy me a birthday present, and she blushed. Later, when I was riding home, the bike still felt good. I passed the local shops and the school and the library, and they all felt so close together because I was riding so fast. I felt the air inside my lungs like I'd opened the freezer door and taken a deep breath. So I'm going pretty fast, and I stand up, stop pedalling, and just coast. I breeze past this middle-aged guy, and he screams at me because I'm on the pavement, but I'm already past him and when I hear him, so I swerve onto the road to shut him up, but I do it right in front of a car. The car beeps his horn, and I just stay there. I start pedaling again, faster and faster, trying to get out of the way. I can feel the car behind me creeping alongside the way. I turn my head and recognise the faces. The two in the back are part of the mountain bike group, and the two in the front are some older boys I don't know, and they're all waving their middle fingers at me, even the driver. I looked ahead again to try and find a spot and space to jump up onto the curb. The car pulls a little closer, almost squashing me against the curb. Then one of the back doors swings open into me. I felt the gravel in my hands before anything else, little stones burrowing their way under my skin, and then I felt it in my knees, and finally my chin. I look up to see the car stop, but then immediately speed off. I sit up and pull my bike out of the road. A man was stood beside me. "Are you alright, kid?" he says. "Is the bike alright? The bike?" I say. "Never mind that, are you alright?" he repeated. "I got their number plate, so I'll just call the police," he says, taking his phone out of his pocket. "Oh no, you don't have to. Is my bike alright?" I repeated. We were both repeating and neither answering. "Yeah, it's fine. A little scratch on the handgrip," the man says, looking it over, confused, dialing his phone. "Thank you," I said. I looked at my hands and they're covered in blood. My trousers covered my knees, but I knew they were bleeding too. The man held out his hand, lightly grips my chin and starts tilting my face up. "It looks alright to me," he says, at last, with the phone to his ear. "Come inside and clean those hands."